Don't go chasing waterfalls. The rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Okay? Stick to them. Stick to them. Because if you're not a waterfall person, don't go chasing them. Alright? Alright, let's get it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you're fine, wanna have a good time, then like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, y'all? It's Miss Tash Tashh back at it again with another video, you know what I'm saying? And today, we're going to be debunking pageant myths. Now, sis, you probably heard the same things that I've heard my entire life while competing, okay? And once you go through the motions, you realize there's a lot of things that are very, very unnecessary. In this video, we're going to share 5 tips that can help you achieve your dream title, but you don't have to sit here and break the bank while doing it. You can stay inexpensive and you can stay cheap. And this is exactly why I think this is an important lesson to learn, because I used to think that there were things I just had to do in order to win. And then when you realize that when you do those things, then it doesn't change your character. This pageantry, pageant systems, they're not looking at those things, they're looking at you. So these are 5 things that I feel like you need to stop worrying about because you're putting your energy into the wrong things. Number 1, the cost of your dress. Sis, I had to fix my eyelash for this because I used to think that the more expensive the dress or the more expensive the outfit, the more chances you have of winning. This is not the case. I've purchased outfits in a variety of prices, and most of the things I have in my closet are under $100, and it's just because I don't feel the need that you have to have designer everything to win a pageant, especially for little things like such as casual wear or interview or orientation, registration, modeling, or anything like the runway. Like, you don't need those outfits to be very expensive to win. A lot of people spend thousands of dollars on custom made dresses, and it's fine if that's something that they believe in. Of course, go for it. If you really want a dress that's completely unique and you, by all means, get something custom made. But if you're one of those people like me who wants to be very inexpensive and not break the bank when they're doing a pageant, I say stick to the rack. I found so many amazing dresses off the rack. And when I say off the rack, that means already been made by a dress retailer and not custom made or made for me specifically. And I've won numerous pageant systems with dresses that, 1, were already worn, 2, that were right off the rack on sale, or 3, that came from a manufacturer in China. I have won in all of those dresses. Now, I'm gonna give examples in this video while I'm, just going through the motions, but I'm gonna give you examples of the dresses that I've won in that were literally under $300, evening dresses that are under $300 that I have competed in and won titles in, as well as regular outfits. But I just might do a separate video of outfits that are inexpensive and just put that in a separate video. But that's rule number 1. Rule number 1 is that you do not have to buy expensive outfits to win a pageant. I do not want you breaking the bank. I do not want you having empty pockets by the time you're done doing what you're doing. And pageants are supposed to be enjoyable. You don't want to sit here and be stressed out about the cost of everything. Okay. Pageant myth number 2. You do not need coaching. I understand that sometimes when you're a beginner, coaching can sometimes help mold you into being more confident. But if you already feel like that you have everything that you need and everything that's like inspired on all of this, then you just don't need to be coach. And me personally, I've had my fair share of coaching experiences, and they were all wonderful people. But I realized myself that coaching is not for me, because while I'm still discovering myself, I'm still discovering my style, and it affects me when I have someone else coming in and giving me their style when I haven't completely developed my own. And now that I am older and I've had my own style, I've made my own mistakes, and I've learned from things that I have done in the past, I realize that I'm more confident in fixing those things myself, because I can realize from my point of view when I'm going back and watching my videos and looking at my scores what I need to change. And you don't need somebody to do that for you. You don't need somebody to look at your videos and study you. You can study yourself and figure out what improvements you need to make in order to be where you need to be at. And that's just how it is for me. So number 2, you do not need coaching. Okay, you don't. Just be yourself and work on yourself when you're doing a pageant. You don't need someone to tell you what you need to be working on. And if you do feel more comfortable and thinking that it's going to help you out, then by all means, there's a lot of amazing pageant coaches out there. You can find the right one for you. Number 3, hair and makeup. You guys, you know I do my own hair and makeup for pageants, and that's a personal choice because, one, hair and makeup can be very, very expensive. I've only gotten my hair and makeup done once for a pageant, and I realized that's something that I can do myself. You know, why spend $300 to $500 per session for hair and makeup when you can spend $30 for drugstore products and create a flawless beat? Now, there's so many tutorials out on YouTube University that can teach you how to do your own makeup for your skin complexion, for your undertones. All of that is available on YouTube. I suggest sitting down, actually looking at these videos, taking notes, practicing on yourself how to do your makeup, and eventually you'll be able to do your makeup just as good or even better for your face than the rest of the makeup artists that you are hiring to do your hair and makeup. Like I said, there's so many talented people out there that are really good in their profession. But if you're a money conscious person such as myself, I do my own hair and makeup because it's more convenient for me, and I've been practicing throughout the year. So at this point, I feel like I'm so confident now in doing my own hair and makeup because I've been doing it for so long, learning from my mistakes, learning what I can do better and be better at. So rule number 3, you do not need to have expensive hair and makeup to win a pageant. All right. Number 4. Now, number 4 I think is so important because it's something that I thought that I had to do as well. Following trends. There's trends everywhere in music. There's trends in fashion. There's trends in hair and makeup. There's trends in movies. And there's also trends in pageants. If you see the same girl wearing the same yellow jumpsuit, and you see multiple girls wearing that exact same yellow jumpsuit in that one season, it's a trend. If you see somebody wearing something that you've probably seen on another girl in a different system, and it's more frequent and it's coming around, it's a trend. Pageants have trends. They have colors that are popular during the season. They have styles that are popular during the season. They have designers that are popular during the season. But following those trends is what's going to mess you up in the future. Trends can hurt you, because one thing I know for a fact is that if you're following trends, most likely somebody else is going to have the exact same idea that you have. If you're looking at what's popular, stick to what you love, stick to what you know, and stick to what you like. Sometimes people are sacrificing what they like and their confidence because they're following a trend thinking it's going to get them more points. You do not need to do that. You need to be confident in what you put on your body and what you're wearing. There's nothing I have in my closet that I have not picked out myself just because of the main fact that I loved it. I loved it and I chose it, and it's cheap. Again, this is a money conscious situation. Some of these things, some of these trends are coming out very expensive, and I know for a fact that you can find something that's not even better or around the same quality that you actually like from some of these online retailers or some of your independent business owners. You can find something for half the price. So rule number 4, You do not need to follow these trends. Be confident in who you are and who your personal style is. Everyone has their own personal style, and that's what makes you stand out and be unique from the crowd. All right, number five is money. In general, money. Don't feel pressured to spend so much and invest it into the pageant, because a lot of times people think that the more money that you spend, the more recognition that you get. That is not the case. You guys, don't spend no more money than you're willing to spend. Keep your budget, don't go above it. If you think that the more optionals that you compete in is going to get you more results or better results, that is not the case. There are girls that go and they just do the main preliminary competitions and they win. They're not worried about casual wear. They're not worried about photogenic. It's not in their budget, and that's okay. You don't have to sit here and purchase every optional or purchase every single extra competition or award. You don't have to do any of that. If you're more confident in just focusing on your preliminary competitions, do that. If you just want to do casual wear, do that. You're not pressured to do all of the optionals in that pageant system, thinking that the more optionals you do gives you more recognition in that pageant system. That's exactly what they're called, optional. They're just optional chances to win prizes and awards and anything else, recognition for that specific category. They do not go towards helping you win the overall pageant. There's something that you have to remember. You do not have to feel pressured to have to buy 20 tickets so you can have a cheering section so everyone knows that you have the biggest cheering section. That's not the case. I've had won pageants where it's just me and my parents the entire week, and they're the only ones that are there supporting me, and that's fine. It's not about who you bring with you. It's not about how many optional that you have competed in. It's not about how many gifts that you bought to pass out to the girls. It's not about that. It's about who you are, your person, your character, and what you bring is your heart. That's all that it is about. And if you're doing pageant systems where you think any of these 5 rules are being neglected, then that's not the pageant system for you, because these pageant systems are not about the money. They're not about the trends. They're not about any of that. They're about uplifting women. But some pageants do have other they have other things that they're trying to support, but it's not about uplifting women, and you really need to know what pageant system you're supporting. And that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope these tips were able to help you understand more about what you need to focus on in winning your pageants. And just remember to always be yourself and be kind, be unique, and be you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you get notified every time I post. If you like me, if you like my content, if you like me, if you like more of my content, then I'll be here. Make sure you watch me, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys. Bye. 1, 2.